In this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 single-player first-person shooters you probably missed. First up is Buckshot Software's Project Warlock. This title came out at the end of 2018, and speaking of 18, the creator of this game, Jacob Sislow, developed this game at the age of 18 while still in high school. Now, I forgot to change my bitrate for this particular game when I was capturing it. You'll see a huge change of quality after this section. This shooter will give you some real OG Doom vibes, both from the look and feel. It's fast-paced with monster blasting and an array of weapons. The levels are short and sweet, and you run around looking for various keys to unlock the next part of the map while fighting an onslaught of different monsters. The monsters change as you go through the game, as you would expect, and some of them force you to change your playstyle on the fly. The music in this game is fantastic as well. The game features a central hub that will allow you to upgrade your weapons, stats, magic, change your perks. And each chapter is made up of different levels, and each level has different segments. At the end of each chapter, you will face a challenging boss. Now, this game is simple and fun enough to where I can see some real value in replayability, especially if you want to try to beat a time that you set on a previous segment. This game is available on PC and all consoles as well. Project Warlock has a current rating of 9 out of 10 on Steam and a 74% for Metacritic. Some people seem to find the game a little challenging, and also the word repetitive was thrown out as well. It's a tough game for sure. Even on casual, it's sweaty, but with the asking price of just $12 on Steam, it might be worth the risk. Next up is Genesis Alpha 1 from Radiation Blue. This title came out late January 2019, and this game really adds an interesting twist on roguelike games as your survival relies on your base building and decisions. You start each new game by setting up your crew and corporation, which changes your capabilities, and you can add perks as well. The game has tons of variants that you will unlock just by surviving, making each new playthrough different. On top of that, you can customize the galaxy prior to launching the new game, allowing you to greatly change the challenge. The game offers plenty of in-game assistance that I would recommend following. I hadn't played this in about a year, and I must admit I was in over my head trying to look competent in this video. Your survival in this game is much deeper than winning the occasional fights. You must build a facility that allows you and your crew to survive. You assign your expanding crew to different tasks as you see fit. The real challenge is the maintenance. As you gather resources from debris and planets, alien forms will hitchhike and board the ship. Not setting up the right defense and not clearing them quickly will cause infestations, and you will lose critical parts of your ship completely. You'll spend a lot of time crawling in the vents under your ship looking for alien forms that are laying eggs. Now, this game's still kicking too. It just got some new content, including weapons and the ability to raid alien ships. Genesis Alpha 1 is currently available on everything but Switch. It has a 7 on Steam right now and a 69 according to Metacritic. With the asking price of $29.99, that might be too steep of a risk for you, especially if you're not a fan of base building or roguelike games. However, if it looks like it's up your alley, it's tons of fun. And the last game on the list is Immortal Redneck. This was developed by Crema and was released in early 2017. And it's another roguelike first-person shooter with great speed, similar to what you saw from Project Warlock. This game takes place in Egypt, and the levels take place in 3 pyramids with randomly generated dungeons. You can unlock 9 different classes with different traits and weapons that keep the game from getting old. You can visit a vendor to help your failures, not a complete waste of time, and you have a skill tree that you can use to upgrade, and it's a literal tree. You can end up right at the end of a level just off your choice and path, but you might want to go back and risk your life for scrolls that grant perks. It does also have boss battles at the end of each dungeon. This game is as casual as you want to make it. If you're sweaty, you might do great. But if you want to just sit back and have some fun, you can do this in this game too. The levels and enemies vary drastically, so when you open a new door, your experience is changed every time. And they actually did a really solid job with the platforming elements in it, considering what it is. Immortal Redneck got a 9 out of 10 on Steam and a 73% on Metacritic. It has an asking price of $19.95, which I think is about right. It's a really fun game with a fair grind at the end. That's a wrap. Next up is going to be Dark Souls.